Hey, gluten abend. What's up, Brad? What's up, Buschenmacher? My favorite channel, Kim Adams. Really, you flatter me. I don't have any water to drink out here. How you doing, buddy? What's up, JT? You guys are piling in here. There we go. Finally, it's showing up. Okay. I'm like, Kim Adams says, "Hey, my favorite channel." I'm like, "Tell us more about why this is your favorite channel. What's the topic du jour?" I know I didn't put a title in there. I need to. Um, I don't know. You guys come up with a topic. What do you guys want to cover tonight? I did winter preps last time. My favorite reptilian. Oh, how dare you? Compass Mobile. Yeah, it's nice and fleshed out. Thanks to you, bro. Good way to finish out the weekend. Alert just popped up. Ditch docks in the house. I was talking to someone about buying their used bag. What's a reptilian? Oh, what is a reptilian? Buschenmacher, are you trolling me? You don't know what a reptilian is? Supposedly a race of beings that live in the inside of the earth, descended from Satan himself, the grand dragon, and they secretly rule the world and drink the blood of children. It's like the farthest bridge for conspiracy theories. Maybe not the farthest, but it's like a Bigfoot from the bayou. You know, ditch dock, bar security, boat security, church security. Some kind of alien. Is it some kind of alien? No, it's local. Local. Although some people have said that people who ascribe that there are reptilians, some of them say they are a type of alien race, but prepped by Jay's in the house. Noah, can't wait to leave so I can take limiters out of my 10-30. Oh, leave California. Yeah. Evil Elvis is in the house. What's up? Wyoming's here. Was thinking there was a meme there. Yeah, the reptilian thing, it's just like that's the farthest bridge aside from flat earth. I think reptilians are like the farthest bridge. So if you want to test people's willingness to be open-minded, those are the two topics that I bring up quickly just to kind of feel where they're at, you know. We are friendly with the lizard people. They protect us from the others. Who are the others then? Holy crap. I should start making the topic of all of these axes just... Yeah, Arbucks. Thankfully, I prepped my tinfoil hat. Yeah. Apple's in the house. What's up, Apple? Ditch dock, that sir is a bridge even further. Yeah. Wait a minute, the earth isn't flat? It's a, yeah, it's a bulbous pear-shaped something according to, who's that super famous black astronomer? What's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson. He said it's like an oak. Anyway, I don't know. Jason Myers is here. Hey, Mike, I hope that the weekend is going good for you, matey. Yeah, it's going good. I feel productive. At 50, that's how I measure if my weekend is good, how productive it is, you know, not how much fun I have. Personally, I think the earth is a cucumber. Remember, didn't we decide that it was bowl-shaped? That it was, yeah, it's a bowl-shaped earth. Atlas is cucumber, yeah. Your channel is growth can be attributed to high subscriber interaction. Unfortunately, that doesn't scale well when you have 100,000 subscribers. You won't be able to shout out everyone in the HFR. Yeah, but Elvis, the growth has slowed, man. Like that explosive growth I had in the first month, it's down to like, I think I maybe get like 25 subs a day. So it's like 100 every 4 or 5 days, which is a lot slower than it was. So I may never hit 100 grand. Maybe I've saturated, you know, maybe this has grown as much as it's going to grow, which I'm cool with. But Earth is Rubik's Cube shaped. That's a square. Tig. Subject, what are your favorite alien races meant to overcome the human race? Well, remember, I'm a Bible guy, so I think angels are technically aliens because they're, you know, not from here, not of the earth. I think most of it's just biblical stuff going on. Have you heard of that one channel with those 3 Russians who built 1,000 square foot homes out of zip panels in 72? What? No. SIP panels in 72 hours. 1,000 square foot homes out of SIP panels. No. I need to write that down. Man, if you had some land and you could do that, I wonder how much it cost them. SIP panels. I feel dumb. Why am I not seeing a like button? Yeah, I don't know. Is it just under the video? Is that the thumbs up? Is that the like? Nephilim, yes, Bushmacher. Yep, Nephilim. Related to the Nephilim, yeah. Always watching your content, never catch you live. I dig what you're doing. Glad it's not all gloom and doom and gloom. Yeah, thank you, HD Colgar. Dad builds a home. Dad builds structured insulated panels. Yep. Joshua says, I don't see a like button either. So dumb. It was hidden while the chat is open. Oh. You've got to get out of the chat to thumbs up. Klondike is making us smart. Timestamps, moderation activity, participants, community moderation, pop out the chat, send feedback. Yeah, I've never clicked on any of this stuff. If you're on a phone, you won't see the like button until you close the chat. That's what Wyoming says. My whole weekend, I've been kind of focused on fitness this weekend. I spent $600 today on a 6-month family membership to a local gym, like a recreation center with a pool and sauna and all the stuff, because my wife really likes that place and it works well for her. And I'm restructuring my workout. I've been watching a bunch of over 50 workout videos on YouTube. God, it sucks. Getting old sucks. All these guys are like taking testosterone and Jason Meyer says, each of your children would have their own home if you could make 1,000 square foot. Yeah, 1,000 square feet, that's plenty for one person. What do you guys, I feel like fitness is an underrated, I go down the over 50, yeah, rabbit hole, yeah, chair yoga. I read all the stats about like muscle mass, power, strength, and speed, and muscle mass all starting to tank, you know? It's depressing. Fitness is a must, yeah. You can get on the T, man, I'm on it. Yeah, so will any doctor just prescribe it? If I'm 50, I assume my levels are low and they'll just put you on it or something? Or is it a special doctor, I wonder? Can we talk about this on YouTube? Measuring your macros and micros. Yeah, I pull off by starting my channel focused on weight loss. 2-3 months, drop 40 pounds. Dang. 20 more to go. That's crazy. Was working on fitness whole pizza in my belly. The more you work out, the more you love it. Yeah, no, that's true. Geriatric gymnastics. Fitness is underrated prep. Yeah. I figure $600 is worth it, you know, to get back. I have a setup in my garage, but it's just hard to stick with it. It's funny, it's right here, but I can't seem to get up and walk out here. When you drive somewhere to work out, you're already invested, you know. Without fitness, no other prep will save you. I feel like Wyoming's probably the most fit person here. My urologist hit me up because my T was legit low. I don't have a urologist. Should I have a urologist at 50? That's the P guy, right? I don't want the other guy. I'll get a P guy though. Maybe I need a P guy. I'm 45 and my son is 15. We just started 100 push-up a day challenge for 30 days, going on a cruise. Into it, giving him a hard time because I'm 30 years, yeah. If you want tea, find the sketchiest guy at your gym. Is it expensive? Does insurance cover it? I feel bad for all the ladies in here that we're talking, sorry. Creatine helps me not get cramped or sore. Jason says yes. Yes, what, Jason? Like, go see a doctor. A doctor will prescribe it to you. Supplements at GNC, but you can't get tea, right, without a prescription. Yeah. I have to pass agency fitness standards. Yeah, that'll help. I need a urologist. Don't tell me what I need. Why? Why do I need someone looking at my pee? I just go by the smell. Like, if it stinks, I'm like, maybe I should eat better. Everyone needs a urologist. Ugh, you guys are stressing me out now. If you're over 50, you should be going to a urologist. All right. Just wait. You have hair loss, incontinence, arthritis, constipation coming. The bright side, you won't know it because of memory loss. Evil Elvis, I feel like you're young. I don't know why I think that, but I feel like you're young. My insurance covers me. What's up, Mom?
Are you doing a live?
Yeah. I am doing a live. Are you in there?
No.
What do you want?
I had a question about my vegetables.
What's your question?
Can I put bell pepper in the zucchini?
No.
You don't think
Not if you're
it tastes
pickling
good?
it. No. Do it separate.
I'm putting garlic in.
There's dill in the cabinet too.
Okay,
Yeah. My wife is pickling zucchini. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, let me back up. Insurance covers me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if a doctor prescribes it and insurance covers it, I'd do it. What are the downsides, though? You can get horse testosterone without an RX at a farm shop. You guys are going to get me in trouble. Squats and creatine help with testosterone. Yeah. I know all the stuff. Brad Wentz says my insurance covers it. Yeah. Arbuck says, personally, I've been going to a reptilian urologist and I've never looked back. If you have issues with going number one, mate, you need to have someone check. No, I don't have issues. Can't believe we're talking about this in my life. I don't have no. I don't have any issue. Drop everything and call the urologist. Let's meet the Mrs. Ditch Doc. She might get on here. Mrs. Whiskey. Have your wife come on camera. No, she doesn't want to do that. Like a weird uncle who, like, love you like a weird uncle that now accepts you. If your T is legit low, insurance will usually cover it. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Carol. You have to get your blood tested, and then if it's, yeah. I've heard guys, I mean, in this age range are seeing amazing results, you know, and with like low, not like bodybuilder kill you doses, but like micro dosing. But so you're saying you have issues going up to, God, why are we talking about this? No, I don't have any issues. Some of the comments are actually my, like, you're about to drop dead any moment. That's funny. Depends on the insurance, but I have like TRICARE, you know, veteran insurance or whatever. I can go to the VA. They'll probably give me anything. When was the last time you shaved your beard all the way? Just helping change the subject. 5 years ago. And I didn't even shave it all the way. I don't use a razor anymore. I just trimmed it down. Dang it, I forgot the clippers at my wife's store. Shite. I gotta cut my hair tonight. Carol says, you will get results with tea, but taking it long-term increases your cancer risk and other potential problems. Johnny Zero says, I just got into safety razors. Yeah. My last few years in the military, I was into straight razors because that's pretty masculine. Admitting you have a problem is the first step. Yeah, thanks, Klondike. I don't have a problem. It's a good choice for some men to take tea, bad for others. Yeah, like if it had like heart issues or something, then that would make me nervous, you know. But it improves so many other areas. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to my doctor. Go to my urologist and ask him. Plastic blades, yeah. Plus straight razors are just cool. Safety razors are cool too. JTD he's saving me too here from the poop and pee talk. Do you have any safeguards against an EMP? I do not. Hope and faith, maybe, I don't know. Do you have a compass? You have a compass problem? I don't have a compass problem. I use the straight razor. They're the best. It cleans my neck, yeah, under my beard. Yep. Klondike says recovering from kidney stone surgery. Oh. Carol says tea can be bad for heart problems, cholesterol. Talk to your doctor. Don't self-medicate. So I should not go to the vet to get horse tea. Johnny Zero says compasses aren't real. That's true. These are all, yeah. Oh, on a flat earth, they're not real. Any thoughts on those EMP shields for cars? I haven't seen those. What are they, like car covers? Just that material? So Carol, Johnny Zero says it's at the farm supply store. I can go get some testosterone, some horse testosterone. That sounds like a terrible idea. Dr. EMP seems to be the most knowledgeable. Yeah, buy a car with a carburetor. I remember reading that there was a model of Suburban, a certain model that had a certain engine that was all mechanical, but they're kind of hard to find. Did you get that car to start? Yeah, I did. It's parked in the driveway. I have to replace the bumper and the headlight, do some body work to it. It's my daughter crashed it. They totaled it. We kept it, and I'm just gonna fix it. And that's gonna be my beater. That's trend too. Yeah, I don't want to take steroids, man. But I guess that's what well, not really. After spending so many years overseas, now hates when I'm clean shaven. Yeah. They wire into the system. Yes, you can. I don't. Carol says you can get that stuff at a farm store, but I live in a farming area too, so I could probably give some. He lifts like a maniac and ran the Kentucky Derby in less than 3 minutes. A car, but also a points ignition. So for me, EMP, God, that's so, everything we use has power, right? To me, it's primitive skills. So you're talking about hunting, talking about fire making, more like primitive survival skills. But yeah, EMP would sure screw things up. I even think like the internet. I keep seeing videos talking about some sort of attack coming on the grid, not the power grid, but cyber, like a cyber attack. That would screw things up. I mean, we rely so much on the internet right now. People would panic. They would lose their minds. I would probably lose my mind too. Shields are still a theory. Oh, a big enough EMP will fry that as well. A battery quick disconnect is one safety precaution. Can't justify spending $400 for a device. Eesh. How's the bag working out? It's working out good. Yeah, it works out good. I took out the big battery pack. That was too much. And I started the loose bits and pieces. These are so useful. I tried to make some of the bags that, oh shoot. The company sent me the little pouches, but they were too fat. So this is my little, these are just Amazon cheapies, So for right now, that's what I'm gonna use to kind of store all my bits. And this is kind of my microphones and my little tripod and all that. Just these little pouches. I don't know. I can't stand stuff loose and flopping around in here, but so it'll work well. I think it's gonna work. I used it last season. It's just I have more crap to take now. So Amish paradise, yeah. Go move. Find a Hutterite or Hooterite colony, or go meet some Amish people. They know what they're doing. With the rise in attacks, what is your church going defense? It's completely off their radar. I mean, everywhere it's legal, I am armed, including worship, and I sit at the back. But it's not on their radar. Like, you can't really talk until something goes wrong. It's hard to talk people into that stuff. Hey, we should probably have some radios or some. It's a very small church though too, so. Yeah, Carol says the internet. Oh my god, attacks incoming. We're all doomed. Yeah, honestly, people try decaf and chill. Yeah, I know. I watch Canadian Prepper or City Prepper, and it's always the same stuff, man. Weights and Whiskey says, I'm in dire need of a new EDC backpack. What do you have right now, Weights and Whiskey? What are you using? Johnny Zero says, I studied solar physics and I'm not at all worried about an EMP with modern electronics and shielding standards. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like, you remember Y2K? Everybody was so sure that and nothing happened. I wonder if EMPs are kind of like that. Have we had any real EMPs like tested? I thought would share a recent prep I just made. I purchased a Leatherman Skeletal. Been studying it. Studying for your ham license. Nice. EMP shield isn't 100% protection. I live down the. Carol says I live down the road from an Amish community. Even the Amish use electronics. Really? Even if it's very small scale, they like solar power. Evil Elvis says for church security, back of the church on the left. Yeah, that's exactly where I sit, because people have a right bias and will start on the right. Carol says there's been some real EMPs. Swiss gear, probably only 15 liters. Weights and whiskey, do you like a lot of organization or are you more like a pouch and kit person? Brad Wynn says, sadly, I work from home. I don't have a great excuse for an EDC bag. There's always an excuse for an EDC bag. What about trips to the store? Red Rock sling bag for EDC. Prep by Jay says he started sewing his own Faraday bags. That's pretty cool. United States tested an EMP over the Hawaiian Islands. Yep, that's what Carol's talking about. Y2K was fun. My company paid me extra to be on call. Spent 4 hours watching movies. Carol says Carrington event. Was that the one in? That wasn't the one in Russia, was it? They claim if there was an EMP, you may see some things go down completely, but other items wouldn't be affected, maybe except minor flaws. I do want, Weights and Whiskey says, I do want built-in organization. There's some key things for an EDC bag, man. For me, it has to stand up on its own. Like that's, and it has to have a place for small bits, and most backpacks do that pretty well. What's your budget, Weights and Whiskey, for an EDC bag? JTD says, have you thought about doing an internet in a box on a Raspberry Pi for off-grid? I've thought about it. It feels like it's outside of my capability a little bit, but the ginger prepper. No, there's already a ginger prepper, Jason. I can't be the ginger prepper. Thale says, I rock the 511 Moab sling. Yeah, the 511 makes some good stuff. If I remember correctly, solar flare. The Carrington event was a massive solar flare. Lightning can generate EMP. That's pretty cool. Probably took the direct hit. Driving the truck, Carrington occurred in the 1800s, took out the telegraph system. Yeah, there was a meteor strike in the Tunguska. Is that what it was? And I heard that was kind of, but that was a long time ago too, so there wasn't a lot of electronics anyway. Yeah, Prep by Jay, the material for Faraday bags is super cheap. It just looks like this metallic, sheeting stuff, like it's from Krypton or something. It is cheap. It's easy to make bags too. Just Velcro. 1903. Yeah, ditch dock. I think the Tunguska. I think that was 1903. I just need a fake hand so I can pretend to be Secret Service during service. Check this out. So I was at an event this weekend, high-profile local event, and there was a person from the Vatican there, and there was a dude up front with like stacked with, you could tell like what he had like a fake messenger bag up front, and I was just watching him the whole time. It was funny. Early 20th century, Siberia. Yeah. Let's see, Weights and Whiskey, $200 for an EDC bag, maybe more. I feel like the same. Most of what you've talked about. So everybody, if you put a good EDC bag in the $200 range with some organization, throw some ideas out there. I have, I'm a GoRuck whore, so I always suggest those, but those are more than $200. Maybe, oh shoot, what is the spin-off from GoRuck? What is it called? The CPL and the Evergoods? I think it's called. Simpler Times Homestead, what is the Faraday bag material? I think if you just look up Faraday cloth, that's something like that. Julie says, thank you for the Totsi concept. It's relaxed my mind around people, around prepping and added order. I feel like, thank you. I appreciate that. Swiss guards handle the Vatican. They are armed with some cool shite. Yeah, these were guys, they were dressed in suits. They just looked like, you know, they had the little thing, but you could tell like they were positioned appropriately and they had like fake. Klondike says Vertex Gamut. Now, also Whiskey and Weights, do you need to carry a weapon? Because that's a different game. Like, is this also gonna be your EDC? Like, you need to put a holstered pistol in there? Klondike says Vertex Gamut's his current EDC bag. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that one. It's about $200 too. Amazon has the cloth. Evil Elvis says Vertex Gamut. Yep. Brad 95 REI. REI has come up. They've got some pretty good ruck bags, and they don't look super tactical. Those are pretty good. I would Weights and Whiskey. I would look up a video. There's bound to be videos on YouTube that talk about best EDC bag for $200. I would watch a couple of those because that's a really good price point for some great options. Jason says, I like a nice wax canvas. Ooh, I love me some wax canvas. Klondike says, Totsi is definitely a relief from all the end of the world crap. Carol says, I like Totsi. Yeah, you know, it's funny though, because I try and be, you know, all Totsi and realistic, and then that'll only work until it happens for real, and then we're like, oh, it's SHTF, and all of us 68%ers are gonna have to go off the end of the bell curve, you know. It's all Totsi till it's not, right? Victorinox, 2-day assault pack, too tactical. Klondike says, I hope Nutsack sends you a bag. Yeah. They haven't reached out. I don't know about EDC stuff, but Vanquist, that's the company. Yeah. So this Vanquist, they reached out and sent me a whole pile of stuff, which is pretty cool. These little organizers, like these Velcro organizers. Those are pretty sweet. I need to find a way to incorporate these little, those things there. Might work pretty well. It's cool gear though. I'm definitely gonna find a way to kind of incorporate these into stuff and things. KE says the short with the compass on the jump starter was funny. Yeah, I didn't even notice that till I actually pulled it out to use it. I was like, what the? Someone's trying to troll me, installing compasses in all my car gear. Has anyone used otter wax to wax your bags? I did 2 of mine. It was pretty relaxing. What? Why was it relaxing? I've used paraffin wax and a heat gun. Paraffin wax and a heat gun absorbs really good into canvas. I've done that on like a satchel that I had. I thought I was a bushcrafter at one point, so I did that. I find so much uses for tiny zipper pouches, it's almost annoying. I know, it's obsessive. Like everything's got to be in a pouch. Tactical is only a thing if you're jumping out of a little bird. Preach it, sister. Eberly stock switchblade is great. I've also run a Vertex Gamut, which is not made now. Vanquest Katana is a great smaller pack. Hill People Gear has a commuter pack that I'm into. Homestead, Wyoming says he uses an organizer like this on his vehicle visors. That's a great idea because these would stick to the roof, right? I had a switchblade. I had an Eberly stock switchblade, but it was too. It was like barrel shaped. It didn't sit flat enough for me. Did I buy a backpack today? I did not. I bought a jacket though and a sweet shirt today. I hope my wife's not watching. Let's see. I use bag balm on the leather bags I make. It's good waterproofing on leather. That's cool. Organizer. I melted the wax on the stove and just brushed it until it absorbed. Yep. It's like a stress ball for me. It is pretty cool once you heat it up to see it kind of absorb into the fabric. Yeah, I love that. I didn't make my axe video, but I plan on putting it out Friday. You guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about axes, huh? Like, stop talking about axes. Play Miles Play. My first EDC bag had 3 zipper pouches, and then I found that the vinyl was too grippy, and they just came out in one bunch. Yeah, current bag actually has proper compartments. Super jealous of your second-hand inventory. Thrift stores near Sacramento don't have much. Really? Figure Cali would have good stuff. I think you need to motorize that Compass Mobile. Just have it spin. Oh, that's hilarious. If you want to go unnoticed and blend in, 25 to 30 liters are the size limit for the average person's build. Yeah, 21 to 25 is kind of that sweet spot for EDC. My wife was looking at me like there was something wrong. I had to explain it. She did not think it was funny. Are you guys talking about the Compass video? Some, but not a ton. Love the smell of leather. Yep. Doesn't wax make the material flammable? I don't think so. Maybe. I haven't tried to set it on fire. That'd be a terrible side effect, wouldn't it? LA thrift stores are slim pickings. Are you kidding? Well, I used to thrift way back when though. So do better on Facebook Marketplace. That's probably true. It is easier to shop on Marketplace. You pay a little bit more, but yeah. A saw is better than an axe. How dare you? You're probably right. Like a little folding saw. I mean, you can go, less effort. Yeah, I have one of those too. Here in the boonies of upstate New York, we have a crap ton. We have crap for thrift stores. I bet you could find good axe heads though. On the East Coast, that's where all the guys are doing axes. Ditch Doc says he's bigger, so he uses a 30-liter bag. That way I don't look goofy like Dora. Yeah, Dora the Explorer with a little tiny. Silky saw is awesome. Yep. Most of my jobs overseas are to go unnoticed. The trick is to get what you like, but what matches the environment you are in. Not what you like, but what matches the environment. Yeah. I was thinking about that too. The whole debate about tactical backpacks. And what I know, everybody has a tactical backpack. I don't think a backpack with Molly is tactical anymore. It's just there's so many of them out there. So many people have them, students and just regular people. There was a ministry here in my town that handed out Coyote Brown Molly backpacks, like assault packs. All of the homeless people here have an assault pack with Molly on it. So I don't think, I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think it's the person. It's the way you're dressed. It's the way you look. It's the way you act when you're looking around. I still need to do some Gray Man stuff, but I would love to. I'm not going to give away any more ideas, though. I have a great idea for a Gray Man video. Someone wanted $300 for a wood table. I made the same table for $50. Yeah. Blue collar prepper. Axes tell you where to chop. Compasses tell you where to stop. That's funny. Yeah. That's why I say it's only tactical if you're bailing out of a little bird or a Black Hawk. Yeah. Right? That pack has no Molly on the outside. It's a deployable soft armor pack. Oh, are you talking, Elvis? You talking about the Vertex? Yeah. I've heard great things about it. You know what I don't like about Vertex, though? I know it's more modular, but I guess all backpack companies are kind of moving to that, where you could buy all the accessories to kind of, stick in there and mix and match, and I guess that makes sense because everybody wants to customize it anyway. Witch Doc, currently working on my church carry bag. I want the Vertex. It's too small. Gamut, it fits, just seems too big. Dang, Goldilocks. He's like, this bag's too small. This bag is too big. I don't want to change my SBR setup. Yeah. SBR setup. Maybe like a, maybe just a, like I'm sure I've showed you guys this. This is just a North Face bag. It's a top loader, so it kind of flips open, very similar to what you might see like the Everly stocks. And here it's got a little bit of organization right here on this side. And then the big main compartment is where, but this will fit an SBR or a sub gun. That'll fit that in there. Molly is practical for me. Yeah, first bag, no outside attachment points. Yeah, some Molly's good. Molly's all over the place. Yeah, it's so commonplace now, especially on Amazon. Like most of the backpacks, if you go EDC backpack, almost all of those have Molly. It's not, nobody thinks, oh, that's a tactical backpack. Nobody thinks that anymore, you know. I'm upstate as well. Glad to hear you. John Poole, glad to hear you are with me being a new sub. I know you love your axes, but you should check out a small battery operated chainsaw. I picked up a Harbor Freight one and surprised how well it works. I would rather use it for quick work, really. Right now I have all my stuff's on Craftsman 20 volt, like my tool set. I wonder if Craftsman makes I just hate to start all over with a brand new set of batteries and everything, you know? So I wonder if Craftsman makes like a compatible chainsaw. I'll have to look into that. That's a good tip. Because I know a guy who does, he's an arborist, you know, a urban lumberjack, and he was recommending chainsaws, and they're in the $600 range. He's like, no, you have to get one with, you know, a steel or whatever. Fat Devil says, where'd you go? This thing shot up here. Oh crap, I'm way behind here. Let's see. Do you like Council Tool axes, or do you think cheapo options do the job? Council Tool. Council Tool is as cheap as I'd go. Ditch Doc says, did anybody run armor in their backpack? I never have. I make my kids take it to school though. Armor, some plating. Black Samsonite bag, 511 Rush. Yeah, those are super popular. Jason Meyer says, I can't do Gray Man because my nails are always painted and I have a lot of jewelry, then I'm dressed in black most of the time as well. Heck, most people think, what are you, an assassin? What, what are you talking about? You sound like John Wick. When I'm in Europe, Wyoming says, when I'm in Europe, I have to use a messenger bag, but in Central Asia, I use anything that doesn't look new. That's a good point too. That's a good thing. Like anything that's brand new and well kept looks out of place, you know. Having gear and kit that's used, that's an important part of Gray Man I don't really hear people talk about. Like I wear the same pants. I'll buy a pair of pants that I like at a thrift store and I'll wear them until they're falling apart, till the crotch completely blows out and they're stained and they're torn and that looks normal to people. Things that are brand new and really clean and well kept, it's not very Gray Man, in my opinion. Working on building a sling bag, bump in the night. I was thinking about using the tool sling from Harbor Freight. That's a good idea. What's wrong with bushcraft? Nothing's wrong with bushcraft. I'm not one, and I thought I was for a while. I had a bushcraft kit, and I never took it into the bush. Tactical backpacks are normal down here. Yeah. Small middle-aged woman can pass as a grandma. Even tactical stuff doesn't look tactical when I carry it. Yeah, exactly, Carol. That's kind of my point, you know. And what I'm finding about Gray Man is it's the person. Like for me, like this bracelet and this beard, when I'm wearing like my wraparound shades, you know, it just screams military. Evil Alva says, did you get the Craftsman radio? No. Do they make one? Started asking me for directions. I was like, I'm an American, so I must blend in. Oh, you got approached by foreigners? They didn't know you were American? That's pretty cool. Electric chainsaw. I'd rarely use it. So lack of maintenance is a selling point. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point too. Play Miles Play. Like a battery-powered chainsaw for light work. That seems more likely for what I would have to do. Oh, Craftsman sells, all right, Craftsman battery-powered chainsaws. I know the battery-powered has come a long way too. They used to suck. I had a guy who keeps buying a battery-powered mower, and the first like 5 mowers he bought just sucked. Now the one he has is pretty nice. So I think the technology has like, you can get knockoff chainsaws that use Craftsman batteries. Now you're talking, Buschenmacher. You know me well. Enough tactical talk. What beard ill you rockin', Mike? What do you mean, Fat Devil? What do you mean? What beard? What beard oil? Oh, what beard oil? Well, my wife, she's in the beauty supply business, so I get a free supply of stuff. I gotta put it on here. In fact, I think she gave me a kit to put on here. There's a guy somewhere out of the South that sells these beard kits. It's a really good product. He's kind of new too, but my wife, she lets me test them. She gives me the stuff and I test it, and then I'll put it on here. Maybe I'll bring that on the next live. The next live will be all about beards. Project Farm just did a good electric saw. Project Farm just did a good electric saw video. Thank you, Johnny Zero. Let's see, Project Farm. You know what's great about this channel is I'm not that good of a prepper, and having you guys in the like, I'm getting smarter and smarter, and I'm becoming a better prepper because of you all. It's really great. So in another 5 years, I'm going to be an awesome prepper and have a really great channel. Hella Fat Devil, link the beard kits. Mrs. Whiskey, are you on here? If you are you going to bring me a beard kit? Makita XGT 40 volt cordless tools at the fire department. Cordless chainsaws are great for clearing small trees from roads after storms. Yeah, what a great Totsy thing, right? I don't need a $600 steel. That's why I haven't bought one. Jason Meyer says, yeah, you need to hook us up with some beard stuff. Mike does have a nice, well-groomed beard. Well done. Looks good. I'll shut up now before his wife gets... Yeah, what are you trying to do, Carol? God. Project Farm is great. Makita, FTW, lots of knockoff batteries. Yeah, battery-powered Craftsman. I'm just writing all this stuff down. I went and got some eggs today. We have an egg lady locally. That was kind of cool. My wife was pickling zucchini. Feels like a productive weekend. Although I went and looked at my deck because I had to fire my he's not a contractor. I'm going to stop using that word. I got to fire. We let him go because he sucked and he was lying. But now I have to build a deck, so I'm out there examining it today. I got to go pull boards off today. So, Ditch Dog, just get an axe. Yeah, I already have 15 axes, so that's probably the way I'll go. Someone will come out with a chainsaw, and I'll be like, hold on. Give me 4 hours. I'll have this out of the way. Battery adapters are a game changer. I use several different brands of batteries on my power tools. What? Is that a thing? Yeah, I'm so out of it. Battery adapters. That's what drives me crazy. It's so proprietary. Like, that's why I went all Craftsman, because I had one Craftsman drill. So I bought all the rest stuff, the stuff Craftsman. But if I had to start over, it's another $500 to start fresh. I learned this week, Carol says she learned this week, you can dehydrate cabbage along with everything else I've been drying out. Need more jars. I know, my wife just went to the store and bought more jars. Klondike says Makita is the 68% brand. He might be right. I've also used Makita batteries to jump cars. Really? God, that's so funny. Do you have a Craftsman light that takes your batteries? I do. It's stupid though. I never use it because I have 50 flashlights. Like, it's this thing. This is like, my son uses this to read the Bible at night. Like, he takes it downstairs. I'm like, stop. It seems excessive to me, but it is nice that it stands up, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I've never liked these things. I've always considered this as the most useful part of that, useless part of that whole kit, but I don't know. Might be good for a power outage though, right? It's good for grid down, yeah. Nickels in the slots, and clip cables to the nickels. Car jumped. Wait, what? Stick nickels in the slots and clip cables to the nickels. Car jumped. What are you talking about, Fat Devil? You talking about this? Stick nickels in here and then put the cables on there? Is that what you're saying? B+, NTC ID. Which slots though? There's 4 slots there. That's crazy. My dad has 9 DeWalt drills, so I have lots of batteries available. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, but there's 4 slots. There's 2 cables. Do I put one on each end and then put the cable on each? You're gonna try and blow me up. This is gonna. Nikola Tesla over here. Yeah. Might need 4 for yours. Yeah. Speaking mainly for Makita. Oh, okay. So Makita batteries have the 2 slots. I got you. Yeah, that all sounds very dangerous. I forget. Someone put in my comments, they're like, what they say, electronics is not voodoo. I was like, but is it though? Is it not though? It might be. I think it might be. Carol says, always buy long jumper cables. I know. Short ones suck. Like they want you got to pull your car like right. You got to smash your bumper against. They're so stupid. Like they don't test them before they do it. Like you have batteries on the opposite sides. He got disgusted with short ones. I probably now own the longest jumper cables in the county, but they do work. Yes. Yeah, new ones are stupid. That's why they're so cheap, right? Because they're like 6 feet apart. It sucks. Johnny Zero says, do it. Yeah, ditch dock, exactly. Bomb emoji. Yeah, Buschenmacher says those slots are marked with a plus and a minus. Yep. Jen Outdoors and Preparedness. Evening, Mike Tango Whiskey. Hello, preppers. What is up? As the son of an electrician, I'm still afraid of electricity. Exactly. So you understand it, right? It's like respect for the ocean. Jump packs are the way to go. They also bat packs and lights. Wyoming says, I just looked and a small battery Craftsman chainsaw is running 150 to 200 bucks. Maybe I'll get one on Marketplace because the batteries are usually the things that run out, not the tool itself. So that's a good idea. Marketplace. Nice. Johnny Zero, I'm still afraid when I change a light bulb. Yes. Yeah, electricity is magic. I changed out a water heater once with a friend who was an actual contractor, and he was so nonchalant. I was scared to death the whole time. I was like, don't you see these wires? Like, right, we're gonna die. He was just like, yeah, just do that. Just no. I'm terrified of electricity. So I'm looking forward to an EMP. We're like, oh, finally. Whew. Now we can just carve stuff. Wear a loincloth. 6 pages of notes later. Yeah. Hella Fat Devil says, are you familiar with prepper sales? If not, I highly recommend signing up to be on the list. What is prepper sales? Is that a website for, like, when I have a pile of crap that I don't need, I want to sell it? I took a course on electricity and maintenance, and the instructor said, never touch wires. But if you have to do it with the back of your palm. Yeah. Most jump packs won't start a diesel truck. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, prepper sales is a daily email for online store sales, Amazon, and etc. That's good. It's really a government list to get us all on there. That's probably what it is. Craftsman does make a saw, just not sure which battery. Yep. Keep the wires separate is rule number 1. Don't cross the streams is rule number 1. Is that a pee joke, Carol? That's funny. Carol's got some humdingers. She's got some good jokes. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Where the hell's my water? Ugh. Ghostbusters jokes, yeah. Yeah, cross the streams. Yeah, that is a Ghostbusters joke. Nice job, Carol. I'm on the list already, so I might as well save a little bit on some wound packing gauze. Wyoming says, speaking of electricity, things like heaters have a huge... So I think it's Klondike that recommended I look into electric blankets over, like I tested that power bank with a heater, like a dish heater. It's way too much, 1,500 watts. It's ridiculous. So I looked it up, and electric blankets pull something like 100 to 150 watts. So I could run 5 electric blankets and still be fine with that little kit. So I plan on doing a follow-up video. Another Reddit rabbit hole with prepper sales. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I need. More opportunities to buy crap. The man has 90 water bottles and is thirsty. I know. I was like, where's my water? I don't know what. None of these are full. Johnny Zero says electric blankets are stretched out toasters. Yeah, that's probably true. Carol says I stopped worrying about being on lists. I know, we're all on lists probably. They're just waiting for AI to compile all of the lists together. My wife has an uncle who he's been texting the family, and he's kind of like he's on step 2 of the W's. He's on, we're being lied to, and then what are the lies we're being told. So he's like just consuming all of this stuff about, so he emails a lot of stuff about like the Federal Reserve and all this, and all of it is accurate and good. Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming though. I'm like, dude, his particular blind spot is Trump. Like, he's a super Trump fan, and nothing Trump does is ever wrong, or but yeah, I think it doesn't matter. I think we'll all end up on lists probably. Yeah. Fat Devil says, once you realize they're all liars, then you'll be free. Yeah, exactly, right? It's the top of that, the 5 W's. When's the last time you could park a car in your garage? How dare you, Colin Miller? Just stay out of my business. God. Probably 2 or 3 years ago. My daughter's car would come inside. Or my daughter's car. How do you handle off-grid dental care? I don't. I'm sure I'm going to have all my teeth pulled, and I'm going to yank all my teeth and get dentures. That's probably what will happen.
Are you recording?
I am recording. I'm doing it live. Did you have something to ask me? What's up?
Nothing. I was just gonna come out here and hang out.
What, are you bored of your birthday already? You run out of cookies or something?
No,
Chips?
I actually did run out of cookies. Not out of popcorn and chips, but that's pretty much it.
All right, you sick to your stomach?
I'm gonna go eat popcorn now.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank
I love you. It's one of my son's birthday. It's his birthday weekend, so he gets the whole weekend to do like whatever he wants. He's just eating a bunch of crap. I'm pretty sure he's sick to his stomach. Talking about $30 knives, the Swiss Tech knives at Walmart have been awesome. I know every company at that $30 price point is just like blowing up. Fry Daddy says, I got a 3D printer. I can make my own buckles for bags. Ended up designing my own emergency water hand pump. What? Don't worry about it, Colin. I'm just kidding. Yeah, my garage is full of, it's my only space, man. So my wife doesn't have to clear her car off though. I'll clear the snow off and start it, or one of my sons will. So off-grid dental care is vice grips. Yeah, probably. And lots of soup. That's how you prep for dental care, is you just you freeze dry a bunch of soup. Let's see. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. Tom Hanks ice skating scene. Yeah, right? Still makes me cringe. Popcorn winner. Happy birthday, little Mike. Heading into Q4. What prepper goals did you achieve this year? Starting this channel. For me, this channel was a goal. Yeah, that's a great question. Maybe now you got me feeling bad. Dirty Civilian did a great video on a budget Walmart. I know, Dirty Civilian did a budget video. I was like, oh, $200? Yeah, that was, maybe that's a sign of the times, right? That blew me away. I was like, what? Walmart. I'm surprised they didn't go like a Cabela's budget, you know, a budget loadout for $5,000. Yeah, they get a lot of comments. That's a good point, Ditch Doc. People go into their comments and they blast them on the money, right? It's like, I don't, budget rifle for $5,000? What are you talking about? That's not even reality for 80% of us. That's the only problem with this channel, like starting a channel for the average person. My sponsors are not going to be big dollar sponsors. Like nobody's going to send me a $5,000 rifle because I'm going to probably tease them about it, but happy birthday. Thanks, Brad, to my son, Dirty Civilian. Yep. In our family, you got a birthday dinner before, and after that, it's a normal day. Wyoming, you're hardcore, man, I swear. But that's pretty good. I do a birthday weekend because it's free, right? They just kind of, they don't have to do their chores. They get to pretty much eat whatever they want. We cook the dinner that they want. They do get a gift, and then we'll do a birthday cake, but no parties or no, yeah. There's too many of them. Johnny Zero says, I shot my first AR this weekend. I lived in California for 20 years. Holy crap. Congratulations, brother. Now that's a birthday to celebrate, right? Google 1900s tooth extractor. No, I don't think I want to. Lieutenant Corporal Schmuckatelli. You finally picked up on that, huh, Schmuckatelli? I know that I've heard Schmuckatelli too. I heard that in my service as well. It made it over to the Air Force, but Lieutenant Corporal. I thought that was a pretty good joke, low-key joke. Yeah, Johnny Zero, you shooting your first AR seems relevant to this channel for sure. Yeah, that's good, man. I remember shooting my dad's AR for the first time. Man, I loved it. Loved it. He was a felon. He shouldn't have had any guns at all. Let's see. Freeze-dried soup sounds better than my freeze-dried water. $200 is not budget for the average family. What do you mean, Wyoming? Is that too high or too low? Let's see. We've seen your Nalgene addiction. When will you show us your water plan? Yeah, I'd like to do a water video. I don't know. I probably have 250 gallons, which is probably not enough. Like I don't have any large water gallon storage. I've got different sizes though. I've got the tub thing, you know, if the water went out, but probably need something better. It's just in the suburbs, it's kind of tough. That's why we love you, Mike. You're a regular human, not a Gucci gear lucky person. Yeah, I know, but I'd like some Gucci gear, but nobody's gonna send me Gucci gear. Someone's sending me a flashlight, I guess, but I'm stoked with my buy. It came in zeroed perfectly. How dare, toy? How dare you? Yeah. Brad says he was driving through Wyoming. He saw a bumper sticker said, just assume everyone is armed. Yeah. Ditch Doc says, my son shot 2 deer yesterday. His first, what? Been processing all day. Nice. 300 blackout build. That's pretty cool. You built the rifle that did it? Oh, that's so great. Love it. Watchman, what's up? Busy building my vape pods. 8 kids, I can't even imagine. I had my hands full with 2 that were 8 years apart. Yeah. Ditch Doc says, all I have to do, my water plan is to fill up my water bottles, and I've got like 400 gallons. Yeah. Wyoming says the average family statistically has less than $100 after bills and food. Maybe I should do a $100 thrift store challenge, right? I see people doing like Walmart and, you know, and all these places. Maybe I should do a thrift store one. One day, one trip, $100, and see what I can find. Could I find shelter, water, you know, all the stuff? That's a good idea. I just gave away another idea. Dang it. Let's see. Shore wants me killer freeze-dried soup. Speaking of flashlights, how are things with the Ray Yvonne flashlight people? Since I called them out on told them to stop talking to me, I broke up with them. I don't know. Let me look. It's like, stop bugging me. Get out of my comments. Email. I've got an email from Carol. What's up, Carol? Oh, and the generator people, they're gonna send me some solar panels. You guys, I think you guys did that for me too. Rovivon has not emailed me back, so. Chris Schmuckatelli, you mean Chris prepping Wasteland by Wednesday? It'd be great to have a Rovivon video. Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, that was getting bold. I was like, I didn't ask you to send me that. Like, get out of my comments, lady. I don't know if it was a dude or a lady, but I have a question for you. I'm working on something for you. Watchmen, do you prefer a round logo or a square one? I am using the one you already have, but can make it round or square. Round or square logo? I prefer hexagonal. I don't know. Round, probably round. I like round. Ozark Trail would be a good brand for the 100 challenge. I agree, Jason, but that's been done. Like, people have done that before. I know that, especially Walmart, people have done that because that's kind of the budget spot. But I know if I put out a $100 thrift store video, people are going to say, well, you've got great thrift stores. So, but maybe I'll still do it though. 100 thrift store challenge for the whole family? Boy, that'd be pushing it. Schmuckatelli, I have not seen Chris here yet. I haven't seen him in here. Brad says $100 thrift store challenge for the whole family. Yeah. In the winter, maybe. Round it is. I think you'll like it. The only hint I'll give is I'm using Adobe After Effects. Okay. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Prepped by Jay. Great. They are sending you solar panels. Did it say the max solar input? Let me see. Let's see. I've created since the free gift with the purchase promotion has expired, I've created a new redemption code for your audience. Use the code MTBAG to get a free emergency bag. Could you please update the description video? Yes. So she didn't tell me what kind of solar panel they're going to send me. Too many modes on a Rovivon. Yeah, I know. You're right, Kim. I find myself, I don't use them. Do you want to base your residence on the quality of the thrift stores? Oh, they should move. Yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure. Rovivon has decent IR laser illuminator. Really? I've been using it for a few months. Still zeroed. I've already pissed on that relationship, so they probably wouldn't send me that. Carol says there's something to be said for only needed to prep for myself and my parrot. Yeah. African gray. I could probably do something for $25 for just one person in a thrift store. Yeah. I use Phoenix because of the lumens and memory switch. Green cheek Canure. I am still worried about him outliving me. Oh, the type of parrot. Yeah. Green cheek Canure. That's interesting. You know what I thought about doing? I'm gonna get another video, but are there other prepper channels in here? I've thought about, what's up, Tink? Tink is in the house. Tink the Hustler. I thought about doing a week-long video. So a video on where I didn't buy any food that week. I couldn't eat the food in my house. I had to scrounge food either from work or in passing or that'd be pretty gross though. I'd end up eating like people's leftovers in restaurants, like pretending to be a waiter, like eating. Prepped by Jay says, one question for the Oops people. Can their United be connected in parallel to up the wattage? I'm really curious to see the limits. Can their unit be connected in parallel? I think so. I think it can. Is this it? Yeah. Oopsies. You know, I was kind of disappointed with the thing though. Every page has the same paragraph. Like, this instructions for use is the same paragraph as instructions for use and recharge. And like, anyway, what does it say here? I'm gonna lose myself in the comments. So Prep by Jay, can you see that? I think that's what you're talking about. Piggybacking. Yeah, so they're sending me the panels, which is cool. I appreciate you guys. You guys did that for me. All your yapping in the comments about it. I hoped they would see it like secretly. I was like, oh, I don't have panels. Yeah, LED upgrades for old ones. Yep. Schmuckatelli says requirements for a flashlight. They must have a tail switch, reversible pocket clip, USB rechargeable. Magnets are like optional, but yeah. Prep by Jay says, yep, that's the expansion. I'll look up that manual. And it also comes, it came with all the cables too. I didn't show that in the video. I don't know where they are. Are they right here? Yeah, so this unit came with all of the cables, like the Anderson and the ones to link them together, to piggyback them. So it came with all of those, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Was that the Mega 2? Yes. Prep by Jay. Yes, that was the Mega 2. Wait while he looks it up. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to get you the Dora the Explorer compass, but $29 was too much for a joke. Yeah. on my Amazon site, you know, my Amazon affiliate store, I'm doing something wrong because I've made $0. And I know people have told me they've purchased stuff from my link, and I don't make any money, so I don't know what the deal is. And apparently YouTube tried to send me my first chunk of money, and it hasn't come because there's something wrong with my tax information. So I've currently made $0 from YouTube. Yeah. Oh well. For me, magnets aren't opinionable. I need to be able to get my hands. Oh, optional. Yeah, I get you. The magnets are nice. The magnets are nice, especially for Tati stuff like around the house, or especially car like breakdowns on the side of the road. Yeah. Do it for a weekend. Ditch Doc, you mean the food thing? Do it for a weekend? Yeah. But work is key to that. Like there's so many snack bars at work, and I can just kind of wander until I see people to buy me free stuff. Just scrounge. It would be good to teach the habit of scrounging, right? Like not panicking because you don't have access to food. Like find some food. Yeah, 18650 battery rather than USB. I like the rechargeable 18650s. They've got a little port in them. Those are pretty good. Yeah, Schmuckatelli, like foraging, but not in the woods, like foraging in the city. Basically, like you're homeless, like just founding a... YouTube bounced a check. I don't know. I didn't finish filling out my financial information, so they go, hey, we sent you some money, and where did they send it? I don't know where it went. So yeah, I don't know. It's only cost me money so far. I'm catching it. Thought I missed it. It worked all day. Deal get. Is that you? There's kids playing in my driveway. Maybe you need to have a bank account. I have a bank account, Schmuckatelli. 3AD Scout says, I think that's called dumpster diving. Yeah, but not trash. Just like adjacent to trash. Like not yet in the trash. I'd eat that food, but I wouldn't trash. You know, I looked up Trash Panda Prepper, and that name is not taken. So YouTube studio in New York. I taught some upcoming creators how to light their sets, do sound. I used to teach for YouTube studio. Really? Well, how am I doing? Prep by Jay. Mine's all my garage, and I use these cheap little lights. That name was for you, sir. No, I know. No, I know it was for me, but I was checking to see if somebody else already had that name, Trash Panda Prepper. Not trash, it's called upcycling. Yeah, Dilgat, yeah. You're doing great. Thank you, Prep by Jay. Weights and Whiskey. I feel like that's a channel. Do you already have a channel? You do have a channel. Look at you. Weights and Whiskey. I just subscribed, man. You're kind of jacked. Holy crap. Prepped by Jay. Do you have a channel too, Prepped by Jay? No videos though? I'm over here overproducing and haven't released anything yet. Yeah, if it took a lot of producing, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, it would take me too long. Not yet, it's coming soon. Okay. Did you see my comment about the Oopsies generator? If it has pass-through technology, which most do, you can use it for the freezers while charging the generator with panels. Yes, I did see that, Tink. Yeah, so hopefully when the panels get here, but by then it'll be fall, so that'll be a good test to see if the panels will work during the day in the fall. God's Prepared Warrior, what's up, man? Welcome. Love your channel, my brother. Yeah, yours too. Weights and Whiskey says not really a channel, just some old lifting videos. How old? How old are you? You look like 30 in that video, 33 maybe. Tink says I have a Jackery and love it. Ditch Doc says YouTube is hard. Gnostic Nomads says how's the 67% doing tonight? Hello from the 3%. What are you slumming around here for, Gnostic? Prepped by Jay says I had a couple of shoots that took up the last 2 months, like one video. Holy crap. Yeah, Klondike. It says you can charge it from your car too. So I assume the car would have to be running, but yeah, so that's not a bad idea. I really think this little power bank would be it's most useful camping, like for small setups, you know. I run 2 panels on my Oops Mega 1 and was getting 270 watt charge. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm just waiting for my time. One day I'm gonna upload, maybe one day. It makes me uncomfortable, but I guess I need courage. No, you don't need courage, man. Just do it. I'm here to help if it's possible, and I like to tell jokes. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding, Gnostic. I like having you. Plus, you're the only other flat earther in here. I mean, somebody else. There's somebody else's. Alan Long, good evening. Thanks for taking time for the video. No worries, man. Carol says she thought of doing some videos and posting, but I seem like I actually want to smart off in the comment section. Yeah, Carol, it's hard. Although my comments are overwhelmingly positive, so, but yeah, initially it was really tough. I was like, how dare you? No, my shoots. I work in film and television. Okay. I thought a YouTube video was taking you 2 months. I was like, you're doing it wrong, bro. Who is it? What's up?
I can't finish canning anything.
You need me to clean the bottom of that pot?
Yeah.
Here.
Are you mad?
No, I'll use a wire brush. I have a chore. My wife says I need to clean this before she can finish canning. I guess that's my time. How long 75? Shh, it's plenty of time. What's for dinner? Pork roast, pork butt roast. One of my daughters is finally old enough where she's paying attention to the labels, and she goes, wait, is this the butt of a pig? And I go, I don't know, maybe. She goes, I'm not eating that. It's like, well, you better fix yourself something else, because that's what's for dinner. Schmuckatelli says, are you sure he's the only flat earth? I am not sure, no. Klondike also has doubts about the shape of the earth, yeah. Like I said, I don't think I'm a flat earther. I'm just not a glober, not a spinning glober. Like the heliocentric model doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but the only one that's admitting it anyhow. Yeah. You're supposed to smoke those? I don't have a smoker, man. I know I roasted it. for the pot. Put white vinegar in it for an hour and it will loosen that crap up. 100 grit sandpaper on a palm sander. This is great. You guys are helping me already. A dryer sheet for the bottom of the pan. It removes the cake stain. Really? Check the Googles. Actually, overnight it better if you don't have a lot of time on. Okay. I have work to do, people. I appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We had a pretty good showing tonight. Don't you have kids to clean stuff like that? Yeah. But a couple of my older ones are gone now. I'm now, the kids that are left in my house are the smaller set, so I got to wait for them to get a little bit older. So yeah, Dale got doubts about I doubt everything I see. Yeah. Totally black-pilled. It's a burden being black-pilled on everything. Cardboard box with a hot plate. Cast iron on the hot plate will throw wood chunks in. Okay. Oh, to smoke? Yeah. Piece and hair grease, Klondike. It's toast. Get a new one. Well, I can't, man. Too cheap. JT, have a good night. Yeah, you too, man. Enjoy the dinner. Joys of adulthood. Yeah. Peace party, people. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Much love from afar. We were having such a great time till the honey-do list. Yeah, pork butt roast is actually... Wait, pork butt roast is actually from the shoulder? No, that's good news. I'll tell my daughter that. I don't know if she'll believe me, but she's black-pilled like me. She'll be like, I think you're lying. All right. I hope I see you guys. Well, I'm putting out more content. I got a video coming out Monday, Wednesday, and then hopefully I got 2 more in the pipe. So maybe you might see an extra one this week too, aside from the weekend ones. So I love you all like this wonderful stainless steel pot. It's very useful to me. I love having it, but every time I use it, it actually causes me more work than it's worth. So I might just sneak and throw this away and never use it again. I love you guys like that. I won't throw you away. You guys are sticking around. I'm gonna keep you and put you back in the cabinet. So anyway, all right, peace out. I wish everybody the best, and I will talk to you all soon. This is Mike Tango Whiskey. I am leaving? I don't know. I'm all clear. That's what it is, right? Let's see how I do this. Let's see. Are you sure you want to end the streaming? I am sure. Peace out, you guys.